food, your food is here. Okay, you have a PAL food?
My name is Alexandra. I am Multimedia Editor at Washington Square News, and I will be isolating at the 2nd Street dorm for the next 10 days. The spit test that I did on Monday, September 14th, came back positive. I received notice of this Friday, September 18th at around 8 p.m. The entire week I have not exhibited any symptoms. I have not had any indication that this was coming. I took my temperature earlier in the day yesterday and everything was fine. So I went to a dining hall to pick up some food. Beyond that, I had not been anywhere since Monday night through Friday morning. On Monday when I took the spit test, it was around noon, and then later that night I went to Grand Central to document a protest. This is completely unexpected, and I have no idea how this could have happened. I've never been without a mask, so I'm crossing my fingers that this is a false positive, but we'll see. I picked up my 3 meals provided by Chartwell's. I didn't know what to pack at all. They said essentials, and I still don't know what that means. I'm still not processing this. Here are the cleaning supplies that I was provided. We have a roll of garbage bags. We have a cleaner with some bleach and chlorine in it. I think it's the same one that was provided to us in the first quarantine. We have disposable paper plates, disposable cups, toilet paper, shampoo, utensils, panty liners, 1 tampon, a detergent, soap, conditioner, a toothbrush, toothpaste. There were no wipes provided. I was told that there won't be many cleaning supplies, so I brought some of my own. I have 2 things of wipes. They both are half empty. And baking soda. Those are 2 mooncakes. So this is breakfast. Chocolate croissant, bagel, salad, orange, cream cheese, salt, pepper, utensils, butter, Nutella, apple juice. Here I have a little kitchenette. I do not have any pots, pans. There's a microwave and a fridge. There are some storage options here, a sink, a fire extinguisher, more cabinet space. I have a dresser, a bed, a desk, a standing closet. This is the bathroom. We got toilet, sink, bathtub. Some linens and bedding were provided in a bag. There was a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, a towel, a pillow, and a blanket, but I brought some of my own. This is the view. Kind of nice.
You can hear the faint sounds of clubbing music.
This is day 2. It's now around 10:30 p.m. Sunday. After some time processing, I realized that I skipped over an important point that I didn't really realize. But the COVID prevention and response team told me 10 days, and that's the only number I remembered. But apparently they were counting 10 days since I got tested, which was Monday, which means my isolation will end on the 24th. Now, this is where things get a little bit complicated because I have 2 suite mates. We live in a suite with 3 bedrooms, and they have now been quarantined, and they will be for 14 days. I am so sorry to Emma and Amanda. But they cannot be out and about until October 2nd, which leads to the question, how do I move back in? But it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that I am still very stressed out. I was video calling my mom earlier today, and she noticed white hairs which were increasing in frequency. And also my skin is not reacting well. This is great. this is very great. But I'm still asymptomatic as of 10:30 p.m. right now. I took my temperature earlier today. It was 36.1 degrees Celsius. I do not know how to convert that to Fahrenheit. Oh, I had fruit punch this morning. It disguised itself as apple juice because it has an apple on the logo, but in smaller text it says fruit punch. We don't know what Chartwell's food is up to right now. There is also a problem of food waste because these portions, while unappetizing, are pretty large, and I'm stressed and I cannot eat all of it. I do not have an appetite right now. It's a little bit concerning, but I'm still fine. I don't have any symptoms. I've emailed my professors and asked for some time off of Zoom and to catch up on recordings. I've asked for extensions on a couple of my upcoming papers, but that's about it for day 2. We're rounding out day 3. I think there's a next door neighbor over there. I keep hearing sounds. I have not received a clear response on what the situation would be when I'm trying to move back to my dorm. If I move out on the 24th, my roommates are still quarantined until October 2nd. I got a call from the COVID team today asking to check in with me and if I have any symptoms. No. My temperature was 36.5 degrees Celsius today, so still fine. I asked what the situation will be when I try to move back, and she said she couldn't give me a real answer and that I'll know by the 23rd when they go check in with me to make sure like nothing happened, and they'll give me the rundown of how the checkout process works, I guess. But she said she thinks it will be fine since we all have separate bedrooms. Breakfast was like a lettuce bacon croissant thingy. That was kind of my lunch because I woke up a bit late, still very discombobulated. Dinner is this like salad, like grains looking thing, I don't know. But I ate a mooncake today. And then I also looked at the cup noodles, and it turns out since it's styrofoam I can't microwave it, but I also don't have any microwavable containers to heat up water. Look, all I'm saying is that there definitely is a wrong way to season food. You know, at this point I'm just torturing myself. So we're wrapping up day 4, and I don't know if I've ever been more angry or frustrated. The COVID team got back to me about my move out concern, and they will be moving me to Palladium. And then they followed up really quick with another email. They got my move out dates wrong, and I'm not actually going to move out until the 25th. And no one's going to contact me about move out details until the actual day of the 25th. And also there's no further mention of testing for either me or my suite mates. I get that some of this makes sense, but I really wish they had just been upfront about it in the first place. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. I've totally lost my appetite. My room's a mess. I have no motivations to do anything. I'm still physically fine, but it really feels like there's no point to anything. So, update, again, according to CDC guidelines, I'm apparently cleared to go back into society after 10 days of isolation with no symptoms, because I can't infect anybody else. And I'm cleared for testing for 90 days because I cannot be reinfected with COVID for 3 months. And this is also CDC approved. On the 25th, I will receive instructions on moving out of here and going to Palladium. And apparently NYU is compensating Ubers if we choose to take them. Last night I was busy coordinating multimedia response to the protests, and I felt bad that I couldn't join them. I felt like there would be more to say when I had this idea to record my experience, but it really isn't much. I accidentally skipped a class yesterday. The monotony is something else. Barely have the motivation to get out of bed. It's just so miserable. Still waiting on the call from the COVID team about moving out. but it should be fine. I never developed any symptoms during this time. I forgot to record updates for the food, but it's just really not much. Yeah, we have this bag. This milk has been sitting outside for who knows how long. I did the breakfast yesterday. I didn't have the appetite to eat it. This is today. I think this is yesterday's. There was a piece of fish in that salad. I gagged, so I fished it out. But yeah, so there's honestly not a lot happening. It's just a lot of frustrating miscommunication and information that I wish I knew from the beginning and that I hope people would have been upfront about. But that clearly didn't happen. And now I'm just very stressed out still, with a ton of reading and schoolwork that I need to be catching up on and still kept up with.
No, I can't chew through this. There's blue cheese in the salad. Why blue cheese?
Packing, 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 packing. I'm so excited to be leaving! It's about 1 a.m. now. You know what's really, really, really cool? I still don't have any information about my move out. Whether it's about getting out of here or going to Palladium, or if I have transport. I don't know my room number. I don't know where to return my key. I don't know where to put the food that I didn't eat. That's the non-perishable food. I don't know if there's any place I need to return something. I was told that housing would be in contact with me. Maybe I have to wake up at 8 a.m. to get their call now. The communication is just so bad. It feels like nothing is coordinated. I have alarms set up for 7. Maybe I'll find out then. $11 a.m. I called housing. They said they don't deal with quarantine stuff. Let me redirect you to Palladium. I called Palladium twice, and then the resource manager picked up. And she said, no, Palladium doesn't make those decisions. Housing does. I was really, really, really disheartened to see another white Chartwell's bag. I just want to order some food, please, thank you. I have a recitation at 2. I'm moving back to 7th Street instead. What the fuck? So I'm back at my regular dorm in 7th Street. I've basically unpacked. I have a lot of laundry to do. This puts my suitemates in a tough spot because now they have to be more careful and we're wearing masks in the common room. What did we learn? NYU is terrible at communication. I'm now gonna go order some food and cry tears of happiness.